We got a loaded show for you guys right here on the Ravens Rundown. Up first, John Harbaugh spoke to the media yesterday, hinted about possibly making a pretty big move for a brand new free agent. Then after that, I'm going to give you my news and notes as Ravens OTAs is officially over and we look towards minicamp that starts early next week. Make sure you guys get down to the comment section, okay? Because if you want a shout out next week, I'm giving it to the person who breaks our comment record on today's video. The previous record, 71 comments in a single comment section. Who's going to break that today? I want to find out in the comments down below. So, what did John Harbaugh say and who did he say it about? Well, we'll answer that second question first because when he spoke to the media yesterday, it seemed like he hinted at possibly Baltimore being interested in signing newly free agent Jaire Alexander. Let's throw it back a couple of days ago. If you're living under a rock, the Packers released their star cornerback, Jaire Alexander, a guy who's really struggled to stay healthy over the past couple of years, but still could be a really, really great addition to any team that is lucky enough to add him to that roster. And Baltimore's been in the mix for the past couple days, namely because of the relationship that he has with star quarterback Lamar Jackson. The two played together at Louisville, and this was a tweet from back in August. Someone said, "We need more Lamar and Jaire together for us Ville fans." And then, of course, Lamar Jackson, very active on Twitter, quoted that tweet and says, "Tell him to slide to the Ravens." Prayer hands, sunglasses, cool guy emoji. And of course, at this time, he was still under contract with the Green Bay Packers, so everybody knew that that wasn't going to happen anytime soon. But now, just 10 months later, if he wants to slide to the Ravens, it doesn't take much. And if you add Jaire Alexander, you're still getting a really good player, okay? Now, he's not without his cons, but he's got plenty of pros. Still has really great on-ball instincts, great recovery times anytime he gets beat on a route. He also is a proven high success player. 2-time second all-team, 2-time Pro Bowler. There was a stretch of a couple of years where he was absolutely dominant. The cons, massive injury concerns. I'm not going to front with you. He's missed 20 games in the last 2 seasons. Increasingly expensive price tag. We don't know what it's going to be in free agency. And then also documented attitude issues. Some guys had some problems with him. Had a captain mishap, if you remember, in Green Bay just a couple of seasons ago. And you look at this Ravens roster, and it kind of makes you question, do you want to add a guy in here who could shake up the culture possibly in a negative way? One thing he would do if he was healthy is shake up this team in a positive way, though, because if you look at his PFF grades over the last 6 seasons, they've been pretty damn good. A top 10 quarterback in 2020 and in 2022. Taking a little bit of a step back in 2023 and 2024, but still didn't play in a ton of those games. So what did John Harbaugh have to say to get us talking about this? Well, he said, yes, we're happy with the guys we have, and I'm very confident those guys are all going to do well. And we turn over every stone. That's the big part about this. You're always interested in anything you see on the waiver wire or anything else. And it means something to me that he mentioned that waiver wire, right? Because he's talking about cornerback depth, meaning he's talking about cornerback free agency. He has yet to mention the waiver wire when talking about cornerbacks for the entirety of the offseason. And then he just automatically mentions it 2 days after Jaire Alexander gets released. And we know the teams have been interested in the cornerback. Josina Anderson tweeted this out just 2 days ago. I'm told 6 teams made immediate inquiries about cornerback Jaire Alexander upon his release from the Packers on Monday, per a league source. And I'll tell you right here, I wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore checked in. Now, don't hear me incorrectly. That's not me saying I wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore signs him tomorrow. No. That's not what I said. I said I wouldn't be surprised if they checked it. I wouldn't be surprised if they were curious. I wouldn't be surprised if they called up his agent and said, hey, look, we know it might be a little bit of a high price tag, but what are we talking? Because we at least want to know. I got more to talk about with Jaire Alexander, but you got to make sure you are subscribed. We're in the middle of our June AFC North sub battle. Last check-in, we were dead last. We've moved up to third place, still behind the Browns report and Steelers talk, but only 14 subs behind the Browns and only 23 subs behind Steelers. I need you guys to help me out. If you haven't yet, today's the perfect day to do it. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. We give you daily informative and entertaining content right here on the Ravens Rundown. And hey, you can help prove that we're the best fan base in the entire AFC North. So Chidobe Awuzie did not finish on Monday's practice. And the interesting thing about this is this just continues to add to the cornerback depth issue that is facing the Baltimore Ravens right now. Now, I don't think his injury is anything serious, but let's say he does get injured. TJ Tampa moves into the starting rotation. That means your backup corners are two rookies in Bilal Kone, Robert Longerbeam, and then Jalen Armour-Davis, who kind of at the most recent reports over the last couple of weeks has been getting reps at the safety position. Guys, I don't feel that great about this group. And that's okay to not feel great about a group in June. We don't have to, especially with how they were last season. And you didn't necessarily get that much better. In my opinion, the moves of adding Chidobe Awuzie is kind of lateral. Like, I think he'll be good. I think he'll be better than Brandon Stephens was. But are we expecting him to be an absolute game changer? Because if you are, I just think you're getting yourself ready for a little bit of disappointment. For Jaire Alexander, in terms of heading to Baltimore, it just all depends on the price, 100%. If it's something that Baltimore feels like they could swing, if it's something that Baltimore feels like wouldn't ruin their future, wouldn't put anything for next summer, signing free agents, the guys they already have on this roster, if it doesn't put any of that in jeopardy, then I think the Baltimore Ravens are definitely interested. And the thing when it comes to his price tag is I don't necessarily think that he's going to make as much as he believes. And you might freak out about this. You might think I'm stupid, but I'd be shocked if anyone signs him for more than like $15 million on a one-year deal. Like, guys, think about it. Think about the free agents that are still out there. You got Asante Samuel Jr., a 25-year-old, really good player. He was injured last year. He's still a free agent, but he's younger than Jaire Alexander is. He still hasn't gotten picked up, right? I don't think it's just a gimme that some team's going to pick up Jaire Alexander, a guy who's missed 20 games in 2 seasons. It's just not a gimme that any team's going to pick him up over the next couple of weeks and pay him probably what he thinks he deserves. That's just my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel, but I want to know how you guys feel about where he'll end up. I need you to comment down below where you think Jaire Alexander lands. What team? Take a guess for me. There's a lot that are interested. There's a lot that have been thrown around, but I want to hear what you think right now in the comment section down below. Coming up, I got some quick notes for you guys as OTAs have wrapped up and we put our eyes on next Tuesday for mandatory minicamp. But before that, make sure that you guys use this link, chatsports.com/Lamar Jersey. It'll be in the comments and in the description of today's video to get yours today for only $80. You could do purple, you could do black. It's 20% off, and I promise you this deal will not last long. And free shipping as well. Father's Day is on Sunday. I don't know if I'm just reminding you guys that. If I am, this is the perfect thing to get your dad if he's cool and he's a Baltimore Ravens fan. 20% off, only $80. You're not going to find this deal anywhere else, anytime else than right here at Fanatics. Again, chatsports.com/Lamar Jersey is where you need to go. Support us right here at the channel. Support your Ravens. Support our friends at Fanatics and head there right now. Alrighty, so they were supposed to actually practice tomorrow. Tomorrow? I'm confused. They were supposed to practice one more time. However, John Harbaugh canceled their final OTA practice, which was originally scheduled for Thursday, today, and they'll hold mandatory minicamp next weekend, and then next week, won't be back until July. So John Harbaugh giving them a little bit of a break. Kyle Hamilton was at practice yesterday on Wednesday. It was the first OTA practice I think he'd been on for the entirety of the season, and I think that's great for multiple reasons. Number one, I think it's wonderful for a guy like Malachi Starks, okay? We're all expecting Malachi Starks to take a massive step up this year. His plate just got extremely full after the torn Achilles from Ardarius Washington. And Kyle Hamilton being there with him at practice, being there with him at these OTAs is only going to serve him better. Hamilton's a guy who has a ton of experience. In my opinion, he's one of the best safeties in the entire National Football League. He's going to help a guy like Malachi Starks out a ton. Let's keep it in safety room. Let's talk about Bo Braid. John Harbaugh mentioned it is a minor ankle injury for Braid, meaning that he wasn't really scared about him missing really any extended time. I'd expect him to not be at mandatory minicamp next week, but to be there right in time for training camp in July. An unfortunate note, Tyler Loop went 5 for 9 on field goals during the team portion. That's not good enough, especially when all 4 of his misses were from 50-plus yards, which was where Justin Tucker struggled the most last season, and it's not even close. So Tyler Loop, he's got a long way to go. He's going to be the number 1 kicker on this roster, and he needs to start kicking like it. Make sure you guys got me on social media at Joey Peterson8 on both platforms. Easy to follow, free to follow, also free to hit that subscribe button. So make sure you guys join us right here on the Ravens Rundown. Daily content of your favorite team. We'll see you next time.